My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Necrobinder time. Oh, wing boots. Show me the trajectory. Show me the path. Show me. Well, it's not really a good path with the wing boots because all of the rests are calling. Well, they share a what would you call it? Rank, floor, Kalinia. But it'd be Kalinia if they were on the same line, right? And these are the obvious interpretations of the line of the game. Anyway, what do we want to do? And why is it this left-hand side to that early elite? 3 upgrades, question mark, leave the floor. It's a good 3 rest line. I don't know if there's a way to justify the right-hand side instead. Sorry, a little hiccup. That would be late shop 2 rest 2 elites. 4 question mark. Golden Pearl. Neither of these has an especially early shop. Alright, let's Precarious Shears. 2 cards out of the deck and then take the left. The enemy's not attacking Raps. Why are you playing a block on turn 1? There you go. Give Osti 5 of the best. That'll do it. Ooh, I'll take a high 5. Sure. Osti attacks in AoE, making everyone vulnerable. I'm guaranteed to draw it next turn, and it will kill the Twig Slime in the front line, so I should spread my damage like this. Lethal. Scourge, Fear, Drain Power. Deck's pretty thin. Give me that Drain Power. And a random potion. I'm not going to hold the spoils map for that long. Yeah, 3 defense turn 1's actually pretty appropriate, though. Would have liked a bodyguard this turn, though. Vulnerability set up. 2 strikes will kill. Pull aggro as a defense option for us. I would love anything that gave us additional energy per turn now. Pull aggro drain power just to upgrade it so that we have a consistently good defend, as well as some scaling for Osti's HP in this fight, because then we should be able to survive turns like this. Yeah, exactly. Even if I have to take all of Osti's HP, we managed to get through that turn without taking damage. Okay. That's rude. You still actually have to draw the defense that you defended. 15, 10, 9, short of lethal, sadly. Oh my god, I'm 1 damage short. This fight has been a nightmare! This is the fight before I'm supposed to take an elite, by the way. I don't think that's happening anymore. I will take Sentry mode. You know what? All my gold to transform 2 cards, get 2 strikes out of this deck. I got other damage. Okay, I gotta rest, because if I can survive this line and upgrade all of those cards, things are good. I'm gonna play Domain and another power potion on this top turn. It should have been Danse Macabre, and I should have played it first. Not going to redo that. That was a full mistake. Gives us a pretty good block to turn after, though. Sentry mode, defend, defend. Got him! Amethyst Aubergine. Pull from below. Pull from below becomes pretty big pretty quickly with the Sentry mode in the deck, but I don't need additional damage in this deck. Spur versus Invoke. We need additional energy on following turns desperately. I've been saying it for a while. Hey, additional energy on turn 1. That helps. Annoyingly, I still need the rest there desperately. I'm only going to get 2 of these upgrades to actually be upgrades. If I'm lucky at this point, actually. Got him with the End of Days. Perfect. Okay, that actually worked out pretty well. That fight could have been awful. Explosive Ampule, Grey Blast. No, the deck is generally stronger than those cards now. Fetch and Grave Warden. Take both. Additional defense as well as a free Osti attack. Worth it when Osti attack is a sub-theme that we've got a reasonable density of in a relatively thin deck. Heck. Enfeebling, Dredge. Very Blast. Let's take Enfeebling for additional defense. And then if I can't upgrade here, I don't really feel like I'm gonna have any ease for the rest of the time. Let's upgrade Drain Power. Start with vulnerability and then high 5, keep it going. Okay, Sentry mode needs to go out, otherwise I won't have any consistency of damage. Grave Warden fetch. Aggro. Oh, I wanted to be able to get away with playing Domain there so badly. I don't think we've upgraded enough cards. Okay. Got to start preparing Osti's temp HP for success here. Okay. 15. If I fetch Soul. Perfect. Bodyguard, Unleash, Sweeping Gaze, and then Drain Power. I gotta defend for one more turn, and then I'll fend for one more turn, and we should be okay. Full aggro. Play an additional defend there. GG. The fact that we managed to get through that without taking the rest and taking the upgrade instead is so goddamn important. I can't tell you. Hang versus reanimate. We just want the resources here. Let's reanimate. Yeah, we've already got a scaling strat. Well, do we? Yeah, we do. What we don't need is more setup cost. To relax in the deck. Helps us play some cards. Taking 5 cards out of the deck and returning them upgraded would also be pretty nice. There's a lot of these cards that I don't even really use right now, but as soon as they return upgraded, I get to use a lot more. None of these have the upgrade density that I'm looking for without asking me to also fight a stupid amount of elites. Well, I say a stupid amount. Literally, they're asking me to fight an elite before the first rest and then an elite, like, again after the second. Like, no. I just want the rest. Bale's Blood with the additional draw is certainly handy, but I feel like the main kind of solves that problem after a while as well. I just want the Bale's Tooth because I really feel like I'm gonna otherwise struggle to get upgrades, like a lot. I'm gonna start with this weenie line over here. Possibly decide whether or not I feel strong enough to take another elite later. Yikes. No, not my end of days not being enough. And Bulbug Nectar in the back. No, that was not an attack. That was debuff. Bulbug Nectar in the back line is going to be really annoying next turn as well. Saved 19 health. Best I could have done that turn. Alright. Not a good fight. We get Grey Warden back, that helps a lot. We get another upgraded Grey Warden, that helps even more. Oh. Yeah. Additional energy on turn 1, block on turn 1, and heal me whenever I enter a fight. That's pretty good. Would have loved this not to be a combat. Alas. I think I can reanimate, buying us enough resources to easily play Domain last turn. Not that that was really that necessary. Invoke comes back upgraded. Ooh. Upgraded Enfeebling, hey? Pretty good defend. Flexbot doesn't do that much in this deck, so I'll happily trade that for a Silk. For a skill. See what Skillbot has for us. Go Eidolon so that I can Enfeebling Touch, Domain, and then Eidolon to get rid of the Toxics in hand, so I don't have to take 10 that turn for it. Mm-hmm. I'll strike the front line and then just idle on through that hand. I don't need to keep any of those cards for any reason. And next hand, I'm guaranteed to draw lethal for the might in the front line, courtesy of knowing that I was already doing that. Eidolon sees a full hand. I can get an intangibility. Woo! Sentry mode is back. No need for any of those, though. I don't feel strong enough to take out the elite, and I will be using a regen potion in this fight as well to get 15 health back. See, yeah, being able to play out that full turn and then an invoke at the end, that feels so much better. Double Grey Warden for the next turn, super useful. Nice. Even killing with all the end of days before it. Actually, I should have not done that so I could rest once more. Eidolon versus a fetch. I'll happily take that fetch. Having ended that fight, I feel a lot more confident than I did when I started it. Especially considering all of the upgraded cards that I've now had returned. You're still holding pull aggro. Alright, I'll go for the elite. Desi. Let's have a look at the skill pot first turn, just in case it's a solution for the whole fight right now. It's not. But pull aggro is still nice. Like that, and end of days. And now the deck is about survival and cycling back to end of days. Osty wouldn't benefit from me gaining strength, so strength pot this turn wouldn't really have an impact. Domain defend. Or rather flex pot wouldn't have. You know, I was expecting to take a serious, nice amount of damage in this fight, but... Ooh, friendship? Yes, additional energy, and that costs a resource that I'm more than happy to give away in just strength. Let's get the reanimate upgraded so it's easy for me to just play that neutrally on a turn. Letter opener is really good. Decimillipede was certainly the hardest of the elites for us to fight. Wonder if that means I should get more cocky about this. 10, 18, 10, 18, 28, 28, 29. Yeah, that's enough. Grey Warden Enfeebling Touch Invoke, hell yeah. Domain! And a reanimate for me? Hell, we even get enough damage out of the letter opener to make the Bulbug in the front line go down, but I did not care if that happened, to be frank. The turn justified itself otherwise. Upgraded debilitate's pretty hard to ignore. Double vulnerability, double weakness. Yeah, I wonder if I'm supposed to go for 2 more elites now. Like, this would definitely end up being a rest. It's just with the double enfeebling touch, I'm really good. Yeah, exactly. No damage this turn, thanks. I mean, reanimate, and as much as I want to play the Grey Warden, I think Sentry mode. I'm gonna need a consistency of damage to deal to you. Okay, Fetch draws a card and spends a card each at the moment, so I can still afford to play those right now. Drawing Enfeebling Touch this turn is not ideal, though. Okay. Okay, double ethereal in this draw. There we go. Double enfeebling touch in this draw pile is pretty exciting. And GG. So is that no HP loss in that fight, or just a little on one of the turns? Countdown, 9 Doom per turn. Not especially important in this deck. Just additional setup I don't require. I do think the Domain does a lot. With I5 pull aggro. Sorry, not Domain. Dance Macabre does. Eh, maybe not enough for the additional setup cost. Warbane hits 2 defends. I will still preemptively rest here. Because I am barreling down the line of now the cube. Domain. I'll reanimate. Get temp HP to work with here. Yeah, nice. End of days takes out the Parafright. Two, 10, perfect. Double vulnerability from the debilitate worked out really well there. Poke, Scourge, Wisp, don't need any of those at this point. I feel I have to keep the vulnerability up and pull aggro for our defense. Great debilitate though. Domain, fetch, sweeping, and big old enfeebling touch. No damage that turn. Thank you kindly. That's why the enfeebling touch is that important. Friendship, Grey Warden invoke, sweeping gaze, and then next turn, the damage begins. Yeah, made invoke feebling. Defend in there too. Grey Warden. Debilitate without vulnerability sucks over. Perfect. Permafrost for additional block. I'll take the Defy just because I also have Debilitate, so the weaken on that Defy is significantly better. I want the End of Days upgraded in advance of the next floor so that it's easier to kill the books. I gotta burn the books. Can't have anyone discover our crimes. Necromancy. And money laundering. Grey Warden, Grey Warden. Fetch. Yeah, I thought that might happen. High five, high five, then the Osty attack. Yeah. Domain, defend, invoke, sweeping beam. That's, yep. Look, tough stuff. It happened. I've got enough resources that every time I draw a frantic escape now, though, I should be able to comfortably play it. Yeah, like that. Ran away 3 times in that turn. Debilitate, Defy. So now you're weakened. And then 2 more turns of Debilitate. I'd love to set up vulnerability on you right now. Thank you. Keep that Debilitate going. Perfect. Keep that vulnerability going as well. This enemy's down soon. And End of Days finishes the fight. Beautiful. Hang on Death Sacrifice. I feel like I'm already defending as though I have on Death. I'm going to take it just in case I get Swift. I didn't. It's fine. When you encounter the merchant immediately being there, everything he sells, you say? How many merchants? 2. I could put 2 on the same line as one. I have to take bad lines to try and get those 2 merchants? No. If anything, I would just go to those 2 merchants anyway and just remove Strike and Defend from this deck, I think. 3 Apparitions for the deck at the cost of 9 max HP. Kind of not necessary. I mean, they do buy me the ability to, you know, much more easily play card. You know what? That's the safety play. Give me the Distinguished Cape. I may never have actually taken Apparitions from you? Enthralled isn't awful, but I don't have a way to destroy cards in the draw pile, so I don't want to take it. Apparition full aggro. Alright. God damn. You got me. I'm actually going to manually have to defend from this turn. All I wanted was this End of Days earlier. You're gonna sprung for it slightly earlier? Deathbringer upgraded. Yeah, after a certain point I have the ability to play it. And after a certain point I'd be happy to as well. Put a bunch of additional health on Osty, and now I gotta kill this turn, or I lose the fight. Alright, I don't think that's gonna do it. I'm not good at fighting quickly. It's a lot more apparitions. Alright. Especially because the apparitions will make it harder to take damage on the bad luck turns, because 6 apparitions. I'd like to cut a strike and defend before that, though. No damage for me, please. I'm still setting up. Thank you. Now I just need to draw the other end of days. Yeah, there's that bad luck I was talking about. And there's that bad luck counter I was talking about. The big reason I wanted to do it is because it literally, I mean, it doubles the impact of Pale's Tooth, kind of, if you think about it like that. But it also doubles the impact of Distinguished. So as long as it's not as, like, extremely negative for me, is definitely worth the deck tube. I'm really liking doing that more and more often recently. Putrefy versus, yeah, I want a source of consistent vulnerability and weaken access. Upgrading individual cards like Kafuda is not particularly valuable anymore. Cutting individual cards is also not particularly valuable anymore, but I still do that. It's still the best influence I have. I'll take Defy, upgraded that. Nunchaku. Every time you play 10 attacks, gain an energy back. Oh. Disgusting. Domain, and then I decide whether or not it's High Five or Deathbringer here. High Five. Full aggro. Weaken. There's our first apparition. I know I've got more. Thank heck we have apparition. Very fair. Nope. They won't really have any deck impact. Additional shop. I'll remove a defend. I want to take Mercury Hourglass, maybe? Not really an impact. No. It'll be Duplicator. Absolutely. Calamity, maybe? I think so. There is a possibility Calamity becomes the best card in the deck in the right circumstance, specifically. The right circumstance is a circumstance where I have enough energy to play it easily. But maybe it's worth upgrading anyway. Ooh, that's not what we wanted to see. Bad luck on the turn one. You really want that alongside the ability to prevent that damage. Tough stuff. Oh, no. Oh, it's getting pretty bad until I draw into more apparitions. Please. Unfortunately, I believe my life ends here. I'll do as best as I can trying to take damage off the enemy field, but unfortunately that was not... God damn it. So I managed to draw through half of my deck, and I got 1 apparition, and then here's the other 5 apparitions hanging out in there. By the way, many other cards would have been good to draw as well. Literally, by the way, the end of days ends the fight. Anyway, cool. I'll die here then. Thanks, game. To be fair, the downside of duping your deck and having 60 cards in the deck is, even if all of them are very good, they're very inconsistent. You might have the bottom 6 cards of your deck all be apparition, which, as it turns out, seemed to be the case there. God damn it. I thought we were going to be so well like, I thought that fight was going to be easy for us and we were just going to be moving here. I don't really know what we would have ended up doing in the final boss fight. That could have been pretty bad. I feel like we probably would have been okay on the test subject, but if I had to guess, I would say that had we managed to get a draw order in that fight that was a bit more survivable, that we would have died in glass anyway. Glass would have required like a really, really optimal draw for us to then just start balling out of control. Because our scaling is energy and then the amount of cards that we play per turn here, rather than, you know, increasing the impact of the individual cards that we play. So, like, if we can survive comfortably the first 4 turns in each of these fights, we start becoming unkillable. Unfortunately, I don't think we survived the 4th turn in this fight. So we were very much still killable. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Slate Spire 2. Top Left is a series of playlists for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations are down below, streaming past the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays. I don't know what to thank to, and a special thanks to this episode of Matthew. Hopefully you all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all next time.